Hi, in the last video we saw how to calculate our RMR, BMR and AMR just to get an approximate of how many calories our body is burning in a 24-hour period. If you haven't watched that video, I'd really recommend you to go back to it so that you can get a fair estimate of how much your body is currently burning, and it becomes easier for you to set a calorie budget for yourself and create a calorie deficit. Moving on to calorie counting, it's very easy actually. It just depends upon three basic equations. 1 gram of carbs gives you 4 calories, 1 gram of protein gives you 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat gives you 9 calories. So for instance, if you have a food item that's giving you 30 grams of carbs, 20 grams of protein and 10 grams of fat, then 30 into 4, which would be 120, 20 into 4 for protein, which would give you 80 calories, and 10 into 9 for fat would give you 90 calories, which would give a sum total of 290 calories for that particular food item. I personally do not prefer counting calories because I believe it is very vague and you do not get an estimate of how healthy you are eating. You could be getting all of your 1200 calories, if that's your budget, from trans fat, which would cause havoc to your health, but your calorie count would still be under the normal equation. So I prefer counting macros and setting up my calorie budget according to my macros instead. I'll explain how that works. For instance, if your calorie budget is 1200 calories, that's a very common calorie budget. A lot of people have that, women especially. So for a balanced diet, it is recommended that carbs stay around 35 to 45%, protein stays around 25 to 35%, and fat is present in quantities that are 25 to 30%. For calculation's sake, let's assume that our carbs are 40%, protein is 30%, and fat is 30%. Okay, so 1200 calories, and these are our percentage values. 40% of 1200 gives us 480 cal. If 1 gram of carbs gives us 4 cal, then for 480 calories, we require 120 grams of carbs. Likewise for protein. If we're counting 30% of 1200 calories, that gives us 360 calories from protein. So if 1 gram of protein is giving us 4 calories, then for 360 calories, we require 90 grams of protein. Same way, if 1 gram of fat is giving us 9 calories and we require 360 calories from fat, because yet again we've calculated fat as 30%, then we require 40 grams of fat in our diet. So that is how you estimate your macro count to be. This can get a little tricky and you'd actually not know where to focus. So I use MyFitnessPal. It's a free app available on both Android and iOS. And I think the best part about it is that you get to set your percentage of carbs, fat and protein, and it tells you how many grams you need to consume, and the food database is really amazing. They have all sorts of food into it and some of it is verified, so it's really helpful. And moreover, it also takes into consideration your vitamins, your minerals, dietary fiber and sugar during the day. So I like that also. I think all in all, that would really make your calorie counting a lot easier. Also, just there are two very important things to bear in mind if you want to calorie count. The first being, do not kill yourself over eating something that is not fitting your calorie budget. It is absolutely okay because you are already in a deficit and your body understands. So if one day or one meal you are going beyond your calorie count, do not kill yourself over it. Also, do not try to go so precise and so accurate to the figures, because you may feed yourself 90 exact grams of protein, but how many grams you're ingesting may not be the same grams that are getting absorbed. So you may be feeding yourself 90 grams or 100 grams. For all you know, your body is absorbing only 50 grams. So that you get to regulate by feeding yourself proper micronutrients. While calorie counting and counting macros, it becomes extremely easy to avoid all sorts of micronutrients. So it is really important that you feed yourself sufficient minerals, vitamins. If you're finding it difficult, you can always take a multivitamin, but I feel that including vegetables and fruits in your diet, it works just fine. So now from two of these videos, we know how many calories our body is burning, and we know how to calculate or set a budget, how to calculate our micros and macros from the budget. So in order to create a deficit to finally lose weight, how do we go about? We shall see in the next video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. Yes, do it. And I will see you then.